Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a topic that's become increasingly relevant: money spending traps in the modern world. We're all living in an era where spending is easier than ever, and there are countless traps that can drain your wallet without you even realizing it. So, let's break down some of the most common money traps, why they happen, and how to avoid them. Alright, first on the list: subscription fatigue. With everything from streaming services to meal kits and even fitness apps, it's easy to rack up monthly subscriptions. You sign up for a free trial here, a discounted rate there, and suddenly you're paying for 8, 10, even 15 subscriptions. It's convenient and feels affordable month to month, but it adds up. The trap? Many of us forget to cancel services we're no longer using. It's smart to do a monthly audit and cancel anything that doesn't bring you real value. Next up is one many of us fall for: buy now, pay later options. This feature is offered on everything from clothes to electronics and even vacations. It sounds appealing because you're only paying a fraction up front, but if you're not careful, it's easy to overextend yourself with multiple purchases. And, of course, if you miss payments, the interest rates can skyrocket. The trick here is simple: if you can't afford it up front, you might not need it. Now let's talk about social media ads and influencer culture. Ever notice how scrolling through your feed can quickly turn into an impulse shopping spree? Social media platforms know how to target you, and influencers make products look irresistible. But here's the thing: their job is to make it seem like you need what they're selling, even if it's not necessarily in your budget. So the next time you feel tempted to buy something you saw online, take a step back and think, do I really need this? Another trap to watch for is the fear of missing out, or FOMO, especially when it comes to experiential spending. We're seeing more people splurging on vacations, concerts, and luxury experiences just to keep up with what's popular. There's nothing wrong with spending on experiences if it's within your means, but when you're spending money you don't have just to keep up appearances, it's time to reevaluate. Remember, experiences don't have to be expensive to be meaningful. Now let's tackle the lifestyle inflation trap. This is one that sneaks up on a lot of people. You get a promotion or a raise, and suddenly you're upgrading your car, moving to a bigger apartment, and eating out more. It's easy to justify these expenses because you're making more, but the trap is that your expenses increase as quickly as your income. To avoid this, try setting lifestyle limits and sticking to them, even if you start earning more. And here's a big one: digital microtransactions. If you're a gamer or even if you just use various apps, you know how easy it is to spend a few dollars here and there on things like extra lives, game skins, or special features. It seems small, but it adds up over time. And it's designed that way. These companies know that small transactions are easier to justify, so they'll lure you in with low prices. The fix? Set a monthly budget for these little purchases and stick to it. Another modern spending trap is convenience services. Think about food delivery apps, ride-sharing, and even laundry or cleaning services. While it's great to save time, these services often come with a hefty price tag. You're not just paying for the food or ride, you're also paying service fees, delivery fees, and sometimes tip. If you're trying to save, consider making some of these conveniences occasional treats rather than daily habit. And finally, let's talk about retail therapy and emotional spending. With the stress and fast pace of modern life, shopping has become a way for many of us to unwind or reward ourselves. The problem is that emotional purchases often lead to buyer's remorse and end up being things we don't really need. The solution? Try to identify the emotions driving you to spend and find other ways to relax, like a walk, a book, or a hobby you enjoy. So, to sum it all up, the modern world is full of spending traps. The key to avoiding them is awareness. Be mindful of where your money goes, question every purchase, and always ask yourself, does this bring real value to my life? If you can avoid these traps, you'll be way ahead in building financial stability and freedom. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who could benefit from it. Drop a comment below on the biggest spending trap you've faced, and let's keep each other accountable. Until next time, spend wisely and stay savvy.